السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome you all to the class of دروس اللغة العربية لغير ناطقين بها. And today, inshallah ta'ala, we will revise from lesson 111 to lesson 20, inshallah ta'ala. So let's begin, inshallah. In this lesson, in lesson number 11, we learned the following. In the previous lesson, we have been introduced to the mudara. So in lesson number 10, he introduced mudara, and we have learned yazhabu. Yazhabu means he goes. Now we learned that it's not to other pronouns. It's not just the conjugation here. The plural of yazhabu is yazhabuna. They masculine go, yazhabuna, plural. Here's one more example. Ikhwati yadrusuna bil jamiati. My brothers study in the university. Right? So yadrusuna, plural, he's teaching plural. She goes is tazhabu. Right? Maza taktubu aminatu al-an. So taktubu, tazhabu. Right? It's the same as you go. The she goes and you go is the same. Taktubu risalatan ila ummiha. She's writing a letter to her mother. That's very easy, right? The plural of tazhabu is yazhabna. She goes, and yazhabna, they feminine go. Here's another example. Ikhwati yadrusuna bil jamiati wa akhwati yadrusna bil madrasati. My brothers are studying at the university and my sisters are studying at school. Wa akhwati yadrusna bil madrasati. So this is tazhabu yazhabna. Tazhabu, tazhabani, yazhabna. We have just seen that tazhabu means she goes. It also means you go. Right? Tazhabu also means you go. I go is azhabu. Aina tazhabu ya Bilal. Where are you going, ya Bilal? Azhabu ila suqi. I'm going to the market. You go for masculine plural is tazhabuna. You go is another example. Mada tashrabuna ya ikhwan. What are you drinking, brothers? So he's just teaching all the conjugations. Yeah. We have seen earlier that yazhabu means he go or he will go. Now to make mudar exclusively for future, use the particle seen, sa. Like for example, say yazhabu. It is only for the future because yazhabu could mean present or as well as the future. So say yazhabu abi ila makkata gadan. My father will go to Makkah tomorrow. Sa'aktubu laka risalatan inshallah. I'll write you a letter. That scene is coming. The scene is called halful istiqbal, the particle of futurity. Right? In the future. Note that the sa is not used in question. It's not used in question. We cannot mata tazhabu ila al-Hind. We don't say mata satazhabu ila al-Hind. Okay. Although we can, I guess. But when will you go to India? It is understood in the question, so that's why it's not required to use seen. We have learned earlier the third point. We have learned earlier the madi is made negative by using ma. Like for example, ma akaltu shay'an. I did not eat anything. The negative particle you use with mudar is la. We don't use ma with mudar. We use la. La afhamul firansiyata. I don't understand French. La ashrabul qahwata. I don't drink coffee. Right? So this is how we make it. Yeah, this is how we make it. We negate it by using la. The masdar is verb minus tense and subject. So masdar is verb minus. So what is masdar? Masdar is a verbal noun. Verb minus the tense. So it is verb minus the tense, masdar, and the subject also. There's no file also. Yeah, like dakhala means he entered, yadkhulu he enters, but dukhulun means entry. The masdar in Arabic has many patterns. It's not a fixed pattern, and we have learned here only one of these. It is fu'ulun pattern. Fu'ul, dukhul. Example: dukhulun, entry. Dakhala yadkhulu, dukhul. Khurujun, kharaja yakhruju, khuruj. There's no logic behind it. Okay, we have to just memorize it. The pattern. Raka yarka'u ruku'un. Genuflection, it seems. Ruku is bound up. Jalasa yajlisu julusun, sitting. The masdar is a noun. Okay, many people confuse it to be a verb. No, it's a noun. And the masdar is a noun, so it takes al and tanween. Right? It takes an al as well as a tanween. Right? Like ad-dukhulu mamnu'un, entry is forbidden. Entry is forbidden. Ad-ruku'u qabla sujud, the ruku' is before the sujud. خرجنا من الفصل قبل خروج المدرس, we left the class before the teacher's exit. Right? خروج. Right? So this is mastar. Mastar. Then we learned amma. This is a very frequently used word. It is used when you speak about two or more items. Amma, as for. It is translated as for. Example, min aina antum? Ana min Almania. Amma Bilalun fahuwa min Pakistan. Amma Ibrahim fahuwa min al-Yaman. And whenever amma comes, the jawab, I mean the word after it, following it, gets a fa. Gets a fa. Right? As for, like, I am from Germany. Almania is Germany. As for Bilal, he is from Pakistan. As for Ibrahim, he is from Japan. Note that the khabar after amma should take a fa. Amma requires a fa. Here are some more examples. Aina yaskunu akhuka wa ukhtuka? Where do your brother and sister live? Ukhti taskunu ma'i, amma akhi fayaskunu ma'a abi wa ummi. My sister lives with me. As for my brother, he lives with my father and mother. Right? He lives with my father and mother. So fa is required. Bikam hadani qalamani? هذا بريال أما ذاك فبي عشرة. This costs 1 riyal. As for that, it costs 10 riyals. Fa comes. Akhi means my brother, and akhun li means a brother of mine, one of my brothers. Akhun li. The first is definite and the second is indefinite. Akhun li. I mean any brother of mine. Okay, any brother of mine. So the first one is definite and the second one is indefinite. Okay, so that's it. This was lesson number 11. I think they're short lessons, not much. The rules. So we learned in this lesson fi'l mudari. We learned about the masdar. It's a verbal noun without the tense and without fa'il. And we learned amma, right? Amma, as for amma. It comes in the Quran all the time. Famma alladhina amanu. As for those who believe, fayadkhulumul jannah. Right? They will enter Jannah. We have some vocabs, right? Vocabs. Darasa yadrusu, to study. Nazala yanzilu, to descend. Arafa ya'rifu, to know. Sakana yaskunu, to stay. Bahatha yabahathu, to look for. Mata yamutu, to die. Shakara yashkuru, to thank. Sa'ida yas'adu, to ascend. Sa'ida. Nasitu, I forgot. Qaribun, relative. Mahattatun, station. Hallaqun, barber. Aruzun, rice. Unwanun, address. Sawbun, clothes. Mustawsafun, clinic. Qadimun, coming. Bitaqatun, visiting card. Risalatun, letter. Saydaliyah, pharmacy. And khaylun is horses. Right? Horses. Okay. Khayl. Khayl. Horses. Plural it is, yeah? I don't know what the singular is. It comes in the Quran. Khaylun wa bighalun wa hamir. Okay, we have lesson 12. He teaches us more about mudari. Isnad to some more pronouns, yeah? The more conjugations of isnad. So we have learned that tazhabu is you go. Now we learn tazhabina is you go for feminine singular. Aina tazhabu ya Bilalu, aina tazhabina ya Aminatu. Right? So this is what we learned. We have learned tazhabuna is for masculine plural. Now we're learning tazhabna. Like example, atafhamuna al-ingliziyata ya ikhwan. Do you understand English, or brothers? Atafhamuna, right? So tafhamna al-finansiyata ya akhwatu. Do you understand French, or sisters? Right? Or sisters. So this is for masculine, feminine plural. We have learned that azhabu means I go. Now we learn that nazhabu means we go. Right? So we go, he's teaching nafalu. Mada taktubuna ya ikhwan, what are you writing, your brothers? Naktubu rasaila, we are writing letters. Mada taktubna ya akhwat, what are you writing, sisters? Naktubul wajibat, we are writing homework. Right? We are writing homework. Second one. Raja Bilalun yawm as-sabti. Bilal returned on Saturday. So this was all about verbs now. And note that yawma is mansub. Why is yawma mansub? This is because it's maf'ulun fihi. What is maf'ulun fihi? Zarf. Zarf's another name is maf'ulun fihi. Right? So anything which denotes time, denote the time of action. It's also an object, but time of action. It is an object of time. Yeah. Here are some of the examples. That's why yawma is mansub, right? Anything which denotes time and place is mansub. Like zahabtu ila suqi sabahan. I went to the market in the morning. Sabahan. Raja'tu min al-jami'ati masa'an. See, mansub. I returned from the university in the evening. Azhabu ila al-maktabati kulla yawm. Maf'ulun fihi. سأذهب إلى الطائف يوم الخميس مفعول فيه. I'll go to Taif on Thursday. أين تذهب هذا المساء? Where will you go this evening? So all of them here are mansub. Third point, as we've seen, inna is used after khala and anna is used after other verbs, right? Like qala inni abdullah. Right? Qala is inna is used. He said that I am the servant of Allah. Inna doesn't mean indeed here with qala. It doesn't mean indeed. No, it means he said that. We don't use qala anna. We use qala inna. But the translation is the same. We give a colon or we say that. قال المدرس إن الامتحان غدا. The teacher said the exam is tomorrow. We use qala. We don't say indeed the exam is tomorrow. We could say that actually. سمعت. But with from other words use anna. سمعت أن الامتحان غدا. I heard that the exam is tomorrow. أظن أن الامتحان غدا. I think that the exam is tomorrow. So anna is that. And it's used with other words. With qala, we use inna. We are done with this lesson. Lesson 12. Short lessons here. Dawaun, medicine. Tilmizun, pupil. Hatifun, telephone. Wazirul kharijiyya, foreign minister. Wajibatun, homework. Amalun, work. Jarun, neighbor. Raqmun, number. Waqtun, time. Shahida, yashhadu, to bear witness. Dahika, yadhaku, to laugh. To laugh. Lesson 13. He completed mudar. And this was a revision lesson. I explained this now to all pronouns except the pronouns of the dual. He taught all the mudar. Yafalu, yafalani, yafaluna, tafalu, tafalani, yafalna, tafalu, tafalani, tafaluna, tafalina, tafalani, tafalna, afaluna, afalu. Then we had lesson 14 where we learned amr. In this lesson we learned amr. In the next lesson we learned nahi, command and prohibition. In this lesson we learned the following: the amr, the imperative. The amr is the form of the verb which signifies a command like go, sit, get up. The amr is formed from the mudari of the second person by omitting the initial ta. So you create by chopping the ta and giving a sukun. Like for example, taktubu, you make it kutub. Right, kutub. Now the resulting form commences with a sakin letter. It has a sakin letter. That is a letter not followed by a vowel. Right, this is not permissible in Arabic, so it's not allowed. In Arabic, you cannot start with us like that. So to overcome this difficulty, hamzatul wasl is brought. Right, you bring a hamzatul wasl, and then you make it, uktub, uktub. Jalasa ijlisu, ijlis. Fatah yaftah, iftah. You bring a hamzatul wasl. The hamzatul wasl is pronounced only when the amr is not preceded by any word. Like it's only pronounced when something doesn't come before it. If something comes before it, we will not pronounce it. Waqtub, like uktub. Ya Bilal uktub. Ya Bilal uktub. Iqra waqtub. Read and write. And if it is dhamma, the middle letter will give a dhamma. If it is a kasra or the fatha, will give a kasra, right? This is a rule. Uktub waqra. As we have seen, this is hamzatul wasl. So the sign of hamzatul wasl, qata, should not be written above or below it, right? We cannot write uktub with a hamza. No, this is not a hamza qata. This is hamzatul wasl. This is hamzatul wasl. This is also not a hamzatul qata. Ijlis will not write like this. We'll write it like this. And the amr of ta'kulu is kul, and from ta'khudu is khuz. These forms are irregular, and the first radical has been omitted. The hamza is omitted, so it became kul, eat. Khuz, take. If the amr of the second person singular is followed by a word commencing with hamzatul wasl, the last letter of amr takes a kasra to avoid it. Iltaqa'u sakinain. Right, so we give a kasra for joining purpose. Like ishrab al-ma'a, it is followed by hamzatul wasl, alif lam, right? So we'll give it a kasra. Ishrabil ma'a, drink water. Iftahil baba, open the door. Khuzil kitaba, take the book. Just for kasra, just for reading purpose. Here the isnad of the amr to for the second person is uktub, uktubu, uktubi, uktubna. Ifal, ifala, ifalu, ifali, ifala, ifalna. He doesn't give duals anyways, yeah. So, ifal, ifala, ifalu, ifali, ifalna. Right? So, uktubu ya ikhwanu. Uktub becomes with waw. Uktubi, o amina. And then uktubna ya akhwatu. Read, write, O sisters. Then we have aqrabun fil fasli. The mubtada is usually definite, right? The mubtada is usually definite, but it may be indefinite with certain conditions. One of this is that indefinite mubtada should be preceded by an interrogative particle. Like for asking questions, we can start with a nakira, right? Like aqrabun fil fasl, a scorpion in the classroom. Here's another example in the Quran, ilahum ma'allah. This is a rule. Generally, we should not start a sentence with nakira, but we can if it is preceded by interrogative particle like hal or and so on. Third point and the last point, فَإِنَّ الْغُرْفَةَ مُظْلِمَةٌ. فَإِنَّ means because. Because. So indeed, instead of translating, we can translate it as because. Like for example, كُلْ هَذَا فَإِنَّكَ جَوْعَانٌ. Eat this as you're hungry. As also, eat this because you're hungry. فَإِنَّكَ جَوْعَانٌ. أُدْخُلْ فَإِنَّ الدَّرْسَ قَدْ بَدَأَ. So it is generally coming after command verb. See, do this because this is this. Enter for the lesson has already started. For as the lesson has already started, or because the lesson has already started. قَدْ بَدَأَ. اغسل القميص فإنه وسخ. Wash the shirt for it is dirty. Wash the shirt for it is dirty. So this was lesson number 13. Aqrabun, scorpion. Hizaun, shoe. Jannah, paradise. Kubun, glass. Yadun, hand. Zawjun, spouse. Alaqun, clutter, but Mizi'un, radio set. Jawun, weather. Gharibun, stranger. Musan, razor. Nahsanu, sleepy. Muslimun, dark. Kanasa, yaknusus, to sweep. Nazar, inzu, to look at. Sakata, is to keep quiet. Jama, ijma'u, to gather. To collect. Tawakhat, to cook. قطع يقطع, to cut. حلق يحلق, to shave. عبد يعبد, to worship. علم يعلم, to know. منع يمنع. So many verbs. To prevent. عاد يعود, to return. ورقة, piece of paper. تين, fig. لا أدري, I do not know. قوة, strength. بقوة, strongly, fast. Okay, lesson 15. We are learning don't do this. Nahi in this lesson. How to say in Arabic don't go? We have learned in previous lesson that izhab means go. Now we learn don't go. La tazhab. It's not la izhab, huh? It's la tazhab. We just do bring la and just stop the dhamma. Khalas. As you can see, it is the mudare. This is mudare, but with omission of the dhamma of the first radical. La taf'al. It's called la nahiya, la of prohibition. Like la afhamul firansiya, I do not understand. This is not prohibition. It's just la nafiya, negative la. So there are two types of la. La nafiya, la nahiya. Right? La nafiya, la nahiya. Tazhabu, la tazhabu. You don't go. La tazhab. Don't go. This is a prohibition. This is not. La tazhabu is you don't go. I mean, la tazhabu ila suq. You do not go to the market at all. Like that. Yes, some of my examples. La tadlis huna. Don't sit here. So don't write with like red pen. La taktub bil qalam al ahmar. La takhruj min al fasl. Don't go out of the class. La ta'bud ash-shaytana. Don't worship the shaitan. Note that in the last example, the third radical has kasra due to iltiqa'u sakinain. Right? It has a kasra. So what happens? You give it kasra to iltiqa should not be there. Right? Meeting of two sukun. So la ta'budish shaitan. La ta'budish shaitan. In the last example. So la tazhab ya bilalu. La tazhabu ya bi ikhwanu. Plural, right? La tazhabi ya amina. Don't go amina. La tazhabna ya akhwatu. This is what? Prohibition. Second, the boy almost laughed. Means that he was at the point of laughing. The boy almost laughed, but did not laugh. Like kada yakadu is almost he did. Right? Kada yakadu is used for that. Kada al-waladu yadhaku. The boy almost laughed. Kada. Kada al-mudarrisu yakhruju. The teacher was about to leave. Yakadu al-jarasu yarinnu. The bell is about, mudar is also ring. The bell is about to ring, yakadu. Yakadu al-imamu yadka'u. The imam is about to do ruku'. See, kada, yakadu is followed by a noun and then by a verb. Right? Kada, a noun comes and a verb comes in the mudare, only in the mudare. So this is the sequence whenever kada comes. Kada plus noun in the madfu case and a verb in the mudare. Because something is about to happen or was about to happen. So a verb should come, right? So kada is used for that. Kada yakadu. Like, right? Kada al-jarasu yarinnu. The bell was about to ring. Third one, we have learned the negative particle used with the mudar is la. La yafal in the previous lessons, right? Like la afhamul faransiya. I don't understand French. La nazhabu ila al-mal'abi yawm al-jum'ah. We don't go to the playground on Fridays. But if ma is used with mudare, so ma can also be used with mudare. The verb refers to the present time only. So la and ma, note the difference between ma and la. Generally, we should have la with mudare, but ma can also come. Like la ashrabul qahwata. This is like I don't drink coffee. That is as a habit. I don't drink coffee at all, kind of, yeah. But if I say ma ashrabul qahwata, means I'm not drinking coffee now. So ma, it comes only you're negating the present tense, but la could mean as a habit for the future, anything, yeah, for the present or the future, la. But ma is used for uh, present only, okay, because ma is used for madi, la is used for mudare. But we can have ma for mudare also, and it only negates the present tense. Next point, note that akulu is I eat. It's originally akulu, but the combination akulu becomes akulu, I eat. In the same way, akhudu become akhudu. I just reading way, yeah. Akhudu mad. I command amuru. Amuru become amuru. Like af'alu, right? And the first letter is a hamza in these verbs. They are mahmuz al fa. The hamza with a fa, the first ones. So amuru becomes amuru. Similar. Fifth one, innama anzuru ila suwar. I'm only looking at the pictures. This innama means only. Innama. Here are some examples. Anta la taktubu darsa innama taktubu risalatan. You are not writing the lesson. You are only writing a letter. This ma is called ma'ul kafatul makfufa, right? If it stops the inna from doing its jobs and it turns the meaning into only. And it can come with verbs as well as with nouns also. Inna cannot come with verbs, right? Inna comes with ismiya only, right? But innama can come with anything. It's like cool. Innama al-amalu binniyat. Actions are judged only by intentions. Only it gives innama sadaqatu lil fuqara. Charity is only for the poor. Right? Alhamdulillah, this was the lesson. Maqadun seat fi asna'i during. Ya abati, oh my father, kadaba yakzibu, to tell a lie, baka yabki, to cry. This is naqis. Inqalaba is to overturn. At-tariqu, way. At-tariqu, way. Lesson 16. Well, alhamdulillah, we have done with 5. Right? How much is it? Yeah, they're short lessons, yeah. We can finish them all. Yeah, very, very short lessons. Yeah, lesson 16. 16 is a little long, but rest all are like one page or 2 pages more than that. Lesson 16 is what we learned. We learned yuridu. Yuridu means he wants. He wants. Yuridu, like Mada turidu ya Bilal. What do you want, Bilal? Uridu ma'an. I want water. Mada turiduna ya ikhwan. What do you want, brothers? Nuridu aqlaman. We want pens. We want pens. Mada turidina ya Layla. What do you want, Layla? With feminine we write ina. Note that the initial letters denoting the mudar yata and hamza noon, right? Anaitu have the dhamma. Why do they have dhamma? This happens when the verb has 4 letters in the madi. It happens to all 4 letter verbs. That is form 2, form 3, and form 4. What will happen? We'll get a dhamma, right? We'll learn more about this in book 3, inshallah. Right? We'll learn this in book 3. The madi is arada. He wanted, and I wanted is arattu, and you wanted is aratta. This is madi. Arattu, I wanted this arattu. But I want for the present tense is uridu. Uridu, I want. This is arada, is what we learned in this lesson. Second, we have learned the interrogative and negative ma. Example, masmuka, what is your name? And this is interrogative, right? For questioning something. Then this is negative. Ma fahimtu darsa. I did not understand the lesson. Ma fahimtu darsa. Another kind of ma is the relative ma, okay, which is relation. Ma mausula, which is called, right? And it comes generally with verbs. Nasitu ma qultali. I forgot what you told me. We don't use allazi with verbs, right? Allazi, so we use ma. I forgot what you told me. Ashrabu ma tashrabu. I will drink what you drink. Ma mausula, it is called. La abudu ma ta'budun. I do not worship what you worship, right? I don't worship what you worship. In Arabic, it's called ma mausula, ma al mausulatu, ma ul mausula. This comes with verbs. Then third is we have learned zu. In the accusative case, it becomes za. Right? Example, fi faslina talibun zu sha'arin tawilin. In our class, there's a student with long hair, right? With or having long hair. رأيت طالبا ذا شعر طويل. ذا منصوب, it becomes ذا. ذو ذا ذي. I saw a student with long hair. أريد مصحفا ذا حرف كبير. I want a copy with large letters. ذا ذو ذو. Mansub becomes ذا, like أخن أخن أخين. Similar to that, right? Then fourth, proper nouns on the pattern of fu'alun. Fu'alu are diptotes, right? Fu'al pattern are also diptotes. Proper names. Names like example, mamnu min as-sarf, Zuhal, Zufar, Hubal. Like Hubal is the name of a deity, right? Hubal, pre-Islamic deity. Zuhal means Saturn, and Zufar is a name, Zufar. This pattern of proper names is called ma'dulun. This pattern, Umar pattern, is called ma'dulun. Note the Arab of this type of noun. So kharaja Umaru, Umar went out, right? Marfu, but it does not take tanween. Sa'altu Umara, mansub. I asked Umar. Katabtu ila Umara. Again with a fatha, but it is majrur because of ila. I wrote to Umar. This is called ma'dul. Adl also some people call it. Next point, we have learned in book 1 some denoting colors. Asfar, Ahmar, Aswad, right? Now the pattern of feminine also we are learning. Feminine singular pattern is fa'alau. Like abyadu, baydau. Aswadu, sawdau. Fa'alau pattern. Ahmaru, hamrau. Both the masculine as well as the feminine forms are diptotes. Right? Masculine as well as the feminine forms are diptotes. Some more examples like sha'ru rasi aswadu walihiyati baydau. See, no tanween, no kasra. Baydau, aswad. My hair of my head is black and my beard is white. Hadhi shajaratu khadrau. This tree is green. As-samau zarqau. The sky is blue. Because samau is feminine. There's only one plural for the colors, is fu'lun pattern, fu'lun. For both masculine and feminine, like al-hunudul humru, humr, fu'lun, with a sukun in the middle. The Red Indians. Oh. Can we go through the la again? Huh? I didn't see the chat, sorry. I missed it. You may just go through the verbs in the vocab. La again. La is used for mudare. Yeah, la is used for mudare. Ma is used for mudare also, but only for the present tense. Okay. It doesn't give a sound also. There's no option to have a sound. Okay. So these are colors, yeah, fu'ulun. Man haulai rijalu sudu. Who are these black men? So sud, fu'ulun, black, right? Black men. Wa ulaika nisa'u sumru. And who are these? Who are those brown men? Who are those brown men? Man haulai rijalu sudu wa ulaika nisa'u sumru. Then we have the proper name Amr. Right? Amrun is written with a waw, which is not pronounced. Right? Amrun, which is not pronounced. So this is waw is not pronounced. This is done to differentiate it from Umar. This is done to differentiate from Umar. This waw is however omitted in the accusative case, because in this case the spellings are different. Right? So Sa'altu Umaran. So this is like Sa'altu Amran is written with alif. So Sa'altu Umara. So Umar is different from Amran. Umar, Amran. And here it takes a tanween. Here does not take tanween. Right? Umara is diptotes, while diptotes have no tanween. No tanween. So these have no tanweens. Aina akhuka next point, Aina akhuka al-Husayn. So don't get confused with this wow. It's just written to differentiate it from the Umar. Right? Just differentiate from Umar. Okay? Yeah. Seventh one, Aina akhuka al-Husayn. Where is your brother Husayn? This Husayn is called Badal. Right? We talked about this Badal since book 1, right? Since book 1 we talked about it. It's a substitute. So Badal, and the previous word is called Mubdal Minhu. Mubdal Minhu, and this is called Badal. Okay? Badal and Mubdal Minhu. I mean, the thing which is being replaced is called Mubdal Minhu, and the word following it's called Badal. right? So like my brother came, I could have 10 brothers, like I said. So which brother? Muhammad, for example. So Aina Akhuka, the sentence was complete. I mean, the question was complete. Where's your brother? Right? Then Hussein came. Al-Hussein. So Al-Hussein is the badal, right? It is a substitute for Akhuka. The badal is in the same case. It is something which follows. It's like an adjective, but not really an adjective because it's not describing the word. It is a substitute for it. In the same case as the mubdal minhu, al-mubdalu minhu. That is the noun for which it is a substitute. Like for example, bintuhu Zainabu tabibatun. So bintuhu, his daughter, it's fine, but we brought her name also, right? Zainabu tabibatun. His daughter Zainab is a doctor, right? So we give a comma in English. Ra'aytu zamilaka. I saw your classmates. I could have 100 classmates. Abbasan. Oh, Abbas. So this is called badal. Katabna ila ustadina Dr. Bilal. We wrote to a professor, the sentence was complete. But which professor? Dr. Al-Bilal. Yes, Zainab is badal. Yes. And Zainab is badal. Now, next we have akharu. Akharu means another. Right? Its feminine is ukhra. Right? Ukhra. Another ukhra, right? Like غاب اليوم إبراهيم وطالب آخر. Today Ibrahim and another student was absent. إني قلم آخر. سألت مدرسنا ومدرسا آخر. It's diptote, so آخر. Like, and feminine is أخرى. زينب من أمريكا. Zainab is from America. وفي الفصل طالبة أخرى. And there's another student. غاب is absent. غاب يغيب. Ajwa will learn in the future. غاب يغيب, like باع يبيع. It is a ya in between. غيب, yeah. غائب हो जाना, absent, غائب. طالبة أخرى من أمريكا. Another student from America. حفظت سورة الرحمن وسورة أخرى. I memorized Surah Rahman and another surah. So آخر إخرى both are diptotes. Both are diptotes. They do not take tanween, no kasra. Similarly, the word ashiya'u is a diptote. Ashiya'u. Then the 10th point is Quran and Mushaf. The difference between is a copy of the Quran is called Mushaf, right? That is why we say Indi Mushafani. I have 2 copies of the Quran. I don't say I do have 2 Qurans, right? I have to say I have 2 copies of the Quran. For example, Hada Mushafun Hindiyun wa Dhaka Mushafun Misriyun. This is an Indian edition of the Quran and that is an Egyptian edition. We don't say Indian Quran and Egyptian Quran. No. Indian Mushaf and Egyptian Mushaf. 11th, ma akaltu shay'an means I did not eat anything or I ate nothing. Right? So negative, it means doing nothing. Yeah? Ma ra'itu shay'an. I saw nothing. Ma qara'na shay'an. We read nothing. Last point, waraqun musattarun, ruled paper. Right? Waraqu ghayru musattarin, unruled paper. Sahihun ghayru sahihin. Means incorrect. Opposite. Muslimun ghayru muslim. Muslimin. And ghayru, the word after that is mudaf ilayh, right? Non-Muslim. The word ghayru is mudaf and the following word is majroor. And the following word is majroor. So this is what we learned in this lesson. Mushaf, a copy of the Quran. Halwa, sweet meat. Saffa, saffun, raw. Humash is cloth. Namuzajun, sample. Suratun, picture. Shayun, thing. Dayyikun, narrow. Akharu, another. Asmaru, brown. Musattarun, ruled. Ghaba, yaghibu, to be absent. Yeah, ghaba, yaghibu. Not yaghubu, yaghibu. Not like qala, yaqulu, it's like ba'a, yabi'u. Ishtara, ishtari, to buy. Milafun, file. Tabashi, chalk. Zahratun, flower. Baldiyatun, municipality. Zuhal is Saturn. Alhamdulillah. This is what we learned in 16th lesson. Right? We have 4 more lessons, right? Short lesson, not much here. 17th lesson we learned I want to go. In the previous lesson we learned I want some things like uridu qalaman, uridu misattaran and also so that, right? And all that. In 17th lesson I want to go. Uridu an azhaba. Right? With a verb. So we use an plus fi'l mudari. It literally means I want that I go. Right? I want that I go. This is what it literally means, right? But we translate that I want to go. Note that azhaba is mansoob because of an. So he's teaching now moods of mudari. Fail mudari becomes mansoob and so on. Like aturidu an takila, do you want to eat? It's actually, do you want that you eat? Right? Literally speaking. Do you want that you eat? ماذا تريد أن تشرب? What do you want to drink? نريد أن نجلس أمامك. We want to sit in front of you. نجلس. So أن plus فعل مضارع is coming. تريد زينب أن تطبخ اللحم. Zainab wants to cook the meat. Right? يريد الطبيب أن يرجع إلى بلده. The doctor wants to return to his country. So أن plus فعل مضارع is called مصدر مؤول. Right? مصدر مؤول. Something which is masdar muawwal. So we can delete it and put a masdar also. Like he gives an example. Like I study Arabic to understand the Quran. The Arabic for this is أدرس اللغة العربية لأفهم القرآن. Right? أفهم. أفهم is mansub because of li. Right? This is called lam of ta'lil, lam of reasoning, lam of ta'lil. Li. So why is it mansub? Because there's an unhidden there. Li an afhama. That's how it translates to, or we can so that, right? We can say that. So ذهبت إلى الحمام لأغسل وجهي. لأغسل. But the actual thing which is making it mansub is an coming there. لأغسل وجهي. فتحت النافذة ليخرج الذباب. I open the windows so that the flies may go out. خلقنا الله خلقنا الله تعالى لنعبده. Allah has created us so that we may worship Him. Right? We may worship Him. Third point, yumkinu. Right? Yumkinu, it is possible. Right? Yumkinuni. Anadlisa huna. May I sit here? We learned this, right? Recently we've learned this, right? Naam yumkinuka an tadlisa. Yes, you may sit. La yumkinuhu an yakhruja al-an. He cannot go out now. Then we learned munzu is a preposition, means since. Ma raitu munzu yawm as-sabti. And munzu is also zarf, right? Time. So the word after it will be mudaf ilayhi. Bilalun ghaibun munzu usbu'in. Bilal is absent since 1 week. Then the next point is, if the file is feminine, the verb should also be feminine, obviously. Right? Dakhala Muhammadun, dakhalat Aminatu. Similarly for feminine also, Yadrusu Ibrahim al-Lughat al-Almaniya. Ibrahim is studying German. Wa tadrusu Maryam al-Lughat al-Firansiyata. And Maryam is studying French. Right? Tadrusu. Next point, if the file is female of human beings or animals, the verb should be feminine. Right? So if it is female, it's called muannas haqiqi. It is called that. If it is naturally feminine. So what is naturally feminine? What is naturally feminine? That is, it has a male counterpart. Right? It has something of a male person. If it is not so, the verb may be feminine. Like for example, this is naturally feminine, right? Cow, because you have a bull, which has a male counterpart. So you have to put feminine. But things like sayyara, car, it's not naturally feminine, right? It's muannas manavi. It's by meaning. I mean, just like that. It's just feminine because it's not naturally feminine. Haqiqi, it's not true feminine. So for that, we can make it masculine also. Like Shams. It's not naturally feminine, right? Muannas, true feminine. So we can put masculine also. Like for example, he gives an example. Kharajatis sayyaratu. It's fine for the verb to make it feminine, or you can say kharajas sayyaratu also. Right? The car went out. Both are fine. That is why we have baqiya salasu daqa'iqa, because daqiqatun is muannas, right? So instead of baqiyats, right? These are other details which you will learn later, inshallah. Right? We'll learn them later, inshallah, of male and female. They're like combinations. Like for example, the broken plurals. The broken plurals, what will happen? We use feminine many times, like tilka rusul. Right? Rusul is a broken plural, so we use tilka instead of ulaika. So they treat it as singular feminine, like kullu jamama. There's a choice, obviously, there is choice, right? But we can use broken plurals feminine also. But it's not a hard or fast rule, right? It's not a hard fast rule. 6.1 Sama lahu bil khuruj. He permitted him to leave. Sama is to leave, to permit someone. Ismah li bil julus hina. Permit me to sit here. La asmahu laka bid dukhul. I don't permit you to enter. Al-ju is I request. Al-ju is I request, right? And we are done with this lesson. So vocab, utla, holiday, al-aam al-muqbil, next year. Al-zubab is flies. Misru, Egypt. Diptot. Misru is hudun, calm, quiet. Bihudun, calmly, quietly. I'lan, public announcement. Ahlun, people. Zalfun, envelope. Dawdaun, noise. Isha, asha'un, supper. Ilajun, treatment. Al-ju, I request. Basaqa, yabsuku, to spit. Hawa'un, air. Zara, yazulu, to visit. Sama yasma'u, to permit. Bada, yabdaw, to commence. Amkana, yumkinu, to be able. Baqiya, yabqa, to remain. Right? Baqiya abqa is to remain. This is like Nasiya Yansa. We learn it about the future. Ashita is winter, Saif summer, Rabi is spring, Al Kharif autumn, and Raja Yazud to request. Lesson 18. We learned that it is mansub after an and lam ta'lil. He teaches 5 in your pocket in this lesson. Right? In the next lesson, he teaches noon comes and noon goes. In lesson 20, like we did yesterday, he will teach duals. Right? These are the 3 lessons. Recently, we've done them. Right? So yazhabu becomes an yazhaba, tazhabu becomes an tazhaba, azhabu an azhaba, nazhabu an nazhaba. Right? And tazhabina, the noon drops. An tazhabi, tazhabuna an tazhabu. Yeah, these are fine, alhamdulillah. Yazhabuna an yazhabu. Right? He gives some examples. Mada turidina an tashrabi ya aminatu. Noon drops. What do you think, want to drink, O Amina? Aina turiduna an tazhabu ya ikhwanu. Where do you want to go, brothers? Yuriduna an yakhruju min al-fas. They want to go out of the class. Aturidna an tasma'ana al-akhbar ya akhwatu. Do you want to listen to the news, sisters? Turidu talibatu an yajlisna fil hadiqati. The female students want to sit in the garden. Right? Want to sit in the garden. Sa'ati ka sa'atika. Next point is ka. Ka is a preposition, right? Which means majrur, right? Like yours. Hadal baytu kal masjidi. Right? Preposition. Ba'utao kaf. Kaf. The house is like a mosque. Hadil qawhatu kal ma'i. The coffee is like water. Right? The preposition is not used with pronouns. Not used with pronouns. Like we do not say ana kahu. Right? I am like him. No, we use mislu for that. Is added between the preposition and the pronoun. So I cannot say ana kahum or like something like that. You have to use mislu. Ana ka mislihi. Right? We have to use mislu. Like I am like him. Huwa ka misli. He's like me. Because both are like sounds weird, right? Kahu, kaha, kahuma. So they brought misli in between. Like misli. Third one, arju an la ta'khudna hadhihi al-ashya kullaha. The kullu is called all, is used for emphasis, all. In Arabic, it is called ta'kid, and there's muakkad and ta'kid. Ta'kid is the thing stressing, and muakkad is the thing being stressed. Ta'kid, muakkad and ta'kid. The word kullu is connected to the muakkad, the word that it emphasizes. Like here, hadara tullabu kulluhum. So tullab is the muakkad, and this is called ta'kid. All the students attended. Kharajat talibatu kulluhunna. Right? All the female students went out. Qaratul kitaba kullahu. See, it becomes mansub. So same case as the muakkad, as the word following it, the word previous it, right? Bahastu anhu fil madrasati kulliha. See, majrur, so kulliha. Note that the word kullu is the same case as the muakkad. Then we learned about vocative particle. Alpha nida is ya. Example, ya rajulu, ya bilal. And when the ya is having alif lam, we have to read ayyuha. We have to add ayyuha. So ya ayyuhan nas, alif lam ya. Ya ayyuhar rajul, ayyuha is right because it sounds weird, right? Yan nasu, ya rajul. We cannot do that. Then hayya bina is come along. It is called ismul fi'al. Ismul fi'al. It is different from a verbal noun. It's different from a masdar. This is ismul fi'al. It's not a masdar. It's a noun which acts like a verb. It's a noun which acts like a verb. While the masdar is a noun which gives the meaning of the verb without tense and without file. Like khuruj, entry, exit, eating, drinking, without time. Without time. To drink, yeah? Without time. But this gives the meaning of a verb. Meaning of a verb itself. Like hayya bina, come along. Where is come coming from here? I mean, where is along is understood. Where is come? It's hayya. It's just Arabs, short. Instead of using a verb, they use something like this, yeah? They use hayya instead of using a verb. Hayya, hayya. Ismul fa'il, for example, ahi. Ahi means I feel pain. Ahi, like we use that. So this is like, so they introduce this also in the language so that people may not get confused when they read in literature. If someone says, what is this Because culture might change, right? And people, even today, alhamdulillah, is to feel pain, right? In any language, I mean, in many languages. I don't know if other languages, right? But many languages we have But in Arabic also we have ahi, actually. I feel pain. So ahi means I feel pain, right? Uff. It's used in Urdu also. It's I am bored of, right? Uff is like I'm bored of. Ameen, accept. Ameen. accept my prayer. They made it amen. So these are called ismul fa'il, and there's various others like sah, keep quiet, kind of, yeah. Sah. Okay. Then ulbatul halwa hadihi. This stimulus. This is a hazi. Why is it hazi coming later on? So we have seen in book 1 that hazan kitabu means this book. But if you want to say this book of history, we say kitabut tarikhi hada. Hada should come later on, right? For marifa mudaf mudaf ilayhi. I mean marifa, right? Definite. In this construction, hada comes at the end because we cannot say hadal kitabut tarikhi, because this becomes a sentence. This is the book of history, but I don't want to say this is the book of history. I want to say this book of history, which is a phrase like this boy came. So this book of history is what? Is new, is old. So I have to bring it, hada should come later. As kitab here is mudaf and cannot take alif lam, right? So I cannot say hadal kitabut tarikh. I cannot say that. Like, so it will come later on. Qalamur rasas. So mudaf mudaf ilayhi, if I want to say this book of history, I have to bring it later on. Like this pencil, I have to say, right? Qalamur rasas is pencil. So I have to bring haza later on. Because if I bring it before, it becomes this is the pencil. No, I don't want to say this is the pencil. Qalamur rasasi hada. Ghurfatun nawmi hadi. This bedroom. Sa'atuka hadihi jamilat. This is also mudaf mudaf ilayhi, right? If I say hadihi sa'atuka jamilatun, this your watch is beautiful. It doesn't sound right, sound correct. This your watch is beautiful. Sa'atuka hadihi, so this watch of yours, kind of, yeah, is beautiful. Khuz kitabi hada. So hada. So mudaf mudaf ilayhi, if you want to bring demonstrative pronouns, we bring it later on because we cannot break them in between. Right? If you want to say a sentence, if you want to make it mubtada, that's fine. Like hada kitabu hamidin, lesson 5, book 1, right? This is the book of Hamid. But I want to say this book of Hamid is beautiful. So I have to say kitabu hamidin hada jamilun. Kind of like that, yeah. Adatun, habit, muthaf, museum, ulbatun, packet chain, malabis, clothes, hadiqatul hawan, zoo, sayyid, gentleman, utladus saif, summer holidays, unwanun is address. Unwanun is address. Lesson 19 and 20. So negative particle used with madi is ma. Mudar is la, right? Ma darastul lughatal in Isbaniya. I did not study Spanish. La arifu raqma hatib. I don't know his telephone number. Now we'll use the future. Negative particle for future, lan. Lan is used for future tense, right? This is like an. It also makes it mudar. So therefore, nawasibul mudar, right? An lan kaidan. This is recently, right? Sa'azhabu ila riyadi ghadan. Lan azhaba ila riyadi ghadan. I will not go to Riyadh tomorrow. So lan is used the particle of futurity, it seems. Futurity. Seen is omitted. Right? We don't say lan sa'azhaba. As with an, this noon, the noon is omitted from tazhabina. So noon drops in, noon comes and noon goes. Right? Noon drops. Lan yazhabu, lan tazhabi. Except the Mabni sisters. Yazhabna, tazhabna, nothing drops. Ya Amina, to alan tazhabi la Taif fi utlatu sayf. Oh Amina, will you not go to Taif during the summer holidays? Ya akhwatu alan tadrusna. See, it is fixed here. Al-lughat at-turkiyyah fil aam al-muqbil. Oh sisters, will you not study Turkish this year, next year? Lan ashrab al-khamara abadan. What is this abadan? I will never drink wine. The word abadan is used to emphasize a negative verb in the future. Right? Lan aktuba ilayhi abadan. I will never write to him. Never ever, kind of. Abadan is never ever. Inna lughataka sa'abatun jiddan lan adrusaha abadan. Right? Your language is very difficult. I will never study it. So, and for past we use qattu. Like, I did not do it at all, kind of, yeah. I've never done it. Ma ra'aytuhu qatt. I've never seen him. I never saw him. Kind of, yeah. Last lesson which we did yesterday, alhamdulillah, dual. Very easy. Li akhawani, I have two brothers. Right? Fi bayti ghulfatani kabiratani. There are two large rooms in my house. So dual. Saltul mudarrisa. So ani becomes aini. Hazani rialani. These are 2 riyals. Uridu riyalaini. I want 2 riyals. Right? Yesterday we did. Ani becomes aini. Ishtaraytuhu bi riyalaini. Majrur also becomes the same, right? I purchased with 2 riyals. I bought it for 2 riyals. Qara'tu kitabaini. Raja'tu ba'da yawmaini. I returned after 2 days. Ja'a mudarrisani jadidani. 2 new teachers came. Sami'tu hadha al-khabara min ida'ataini. I heard this news from 2 radio stations. So this is dual. Ahaduhuma and akharu, one of them and the other. Ahaduhuma and akhar, these are used together. We read this yesterday itself, right? Ahaduhuma tabiyun wal akharu muhandis. I have two brothers, the akhawani. One of them is doctor, another. So, and female is ihdahuma wal ukhra. Ihdahuma wal ukhra. Ahaduma ihrama. And li ukhtani ihdahuma mudarrisatun wal ukhra mumarridatun. Right? Ihdahuma. And alhamdulillah, we are done. Vocab zu wajhain, hypocrite. Mushtun comb, mikhaddatun pillow, maqadun pillows, zirrun button, mir'atun mirror, lissun thief, junayhun pound, mufidun useful, asiratu the Prophet's biography, tafsirun commentary of the Quran, zabaha is about to slaughter, sharaha is show to explain, ishrah, ishrah, alhamdulillah. Right, so we've done 70 pages after 110. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Next we have 21 to 31. Right? Lesson 21 to 31. We have lam. Right? We learn lam and lamma. Lam and lamma. Lam, lamma, lamul amr. And lam, lamma, lamul amr. And there's one more. I keep forgetting. Lam, lamma, lamul amr. And there's one more majzoom, which make majzoom. Like they are unlankai isn't. There's lam, lamma, they make it majzoom. Like yazhabu becomes lam yazhab. And the meaning goes to the past tense. Like yazhabu he goes, lam yazhab he did not go. Right? We learn in the future. I mean, in next week inshallah. So we are done. So we are learning lam and lamma. Lamma is not yet. Right? Lamma ashrab. Majzoom, majzoom, majzoom. Sukun, sukun, sukun. Walamma yadkhul. Not yet. 22 is revision lesson. I mean. And then we are learning numbers. Not just not numbers. 24 is numbers, right? Una, this lesson teaches una becomes ina. Right? Mansub and majroor. Ra'aytul mudarrisina. Right? Zahabtu ilal mudarrisina. This is what it teaches. Okay. And ishruna and tisruna numbers. Ukhud, like 20, 30, 40. Okay. 21 to 30 and this all. Then this is all number lesson. Lesson 24 is all. He gives all from 1 to thousands. I mean 10,000, 2,000. He teaches all the numbers. Lesson 24, all numbers are summarized. He will never bring this again. In book 3 also will not learn any numbers. We are done with numbers. Right? It's difficult, but it's not that important also. But numbers are all done. Okay. This is 24th lesson. Then 25th lesson we are starting with. 25th is Kana. We learned this before also with Laisa, but now he's bringing Kana, like Kana al-ma'u baridan. It becomes opposite of Inna. Khabar Kana is Mansub. And takes the sentence to past tense. Past tense. The water was cold. Yeah. And Abun and Akhun he brings, okay. Min qablu. If there's nothing after this mudaf ilayhi, then it will be mabni on dhamma. Min qablu. Qabla ba'da. And what is this? Marda. Plural of maridun is marda. Diptot. Qatilun qatla. Asirun asra. So this is some pattern of plural. 26 is where we are starting. Misal. And weak verbs. 26. So inshallah, we are at the end, right? Of book 2, alhamdulillah. I'm almost at the end. Last 11 lessons, that's it. Right? So inshallah, maybe 1 month or more than 1.5 months, inshallah. Then we have Naqis. Naqis. Yeah, inshallah. Jazakallahu Khair. Even I'm leaving. Yeah, inshallah. Please allow me also to leave. Okay, Jazakallahu Khair. Then we are learning Muda'af, double verbs. Lesson 29. Then 30. We are learning duals again. 30 and 31. Yeah. This is Nat Manut. Adjectives. Right, so inshallah. 11 lessons to go. Right, so we've seen that in these 11 lessons, we've just grasped so many new things, but they're not so groundbreaking also, right? In this 11 lessons. But now, I mean, these 10 lessons, but now it's a little difficult. This is a little difficult because weak verbs are always difficult, right? So inshallah, we'll try to get a good grip on the weak verb.
Inshallah. But I hope now the past tense should be good, the present tense should be good, the amr should be good, the nahi should be good, of so many verbs, right? Of so many verbs. If they're not good, then it will be difficult going on in the future. And moods of mudada should also be good, right? Inshallah. I hope, inshallah. Right? So please practice and revise. Right? Take any verb, right? Like take any verbs and just write the conjugations of madi, mudare, amr, nahi. Right? Like for example, you can say darasa. So darasa, darasa, darasu, darasa, darasata, darasna, darasa, darasnuma, darastum, till darasu, darasna. Then yadrusu, yadrusani. Then adrusu, nadrusu. Then udrus, udrusa, udrusu, udrusi, udrusi, udrusa, udrusna. Then la tadrus, la tadrusa, la tadrusu, la tadrusi, la tadrusa, la tadrusna. And do the master also, durusun, master also. Right? We can do the short one also, darasa, yadrusu, durus. This is called sarfu saghir, small one. I mean, in 3 words you can know everything. Darasa, madi, yadrusu, you can get madi, mudare plus amr also, and durus is the masdar. Right? So anytime we get a new verb, this is how we memorize. Darasa, yadrusu, durusan. If you know these 3, we can do anything. That's why. Inshallah. Jazakallahu Khair. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Quddus, As